Wassily Kandinsky was a famous abstract artist from Russia. Wassily was also a composer. He liked to paint what he heard in music. So this painting that you're looking at is what Wassily actually heard, and he painted what he thought sound would look like. Inspired by Kandinsky, I'm going to show you how to make your very own abstract art. For this project, you will need dish soap, paint. Any type of paint will work. Watercolor, tempera, acrylic. If you don't have paint, you can use old markers to create your own watercolor paints. How this works is take an old marker and put it upside down in a small glass of water. I would say if you want the color to be darker or bold, make less water in the cup and let the marker drain and sit, the ink from the marker drain and sit overnight. The next day you'll have blue paint in watercolor paint or purple paint. This is how I make my watercolors using old markers. Now, if you don't have markers at home, you can also use food coloring. This works in the same way. Food coloring, just put a couple of squirts, maybe 3 or 4, in a very small little glass of water, and that also is one way you can create paint if you don't have it at your house. You will also need spray paint. Black works best, but any color or type will work. You can find this at the store. Once you're done with your painting, you're going to take dish soap. This is like a Dawn dish soap, and just squirt it across your paper. Now, if you want it to be abstract, squirt whatever way you want. But if you want to make a design like a heart or a face, try that too with soap. Once you're done with the soap, go outside with a parent's help. You're going to take the spray paint and spray it over what you've just done with dish soap. Make sure all of the dish soap is covered up and the entire paper is covered. Do this in the grass because the grass is going to be cut when it grows. You don't want to do this on a surface like the garage or a pavement. Give it time to dry for about 2 to 3 minutes. Once it's done drying, go to the kitchen sink and wash it off. Now, the spray paint won't come off. It's dry. The soap will. See the negative space? You're taking away the soap to create a very strong contrast. Once you're done washing off your paper, set it in the sun to dry, and voila! You have your own abstract work of art. Now that it's done, you can fold it in half, add paper, and turn it into a sketchbook or journal. Here's a modification to this project for school. We're going to take our papers outside and add dish soap while we're outside. When we're outside, we'll put the dish soap print on the ground and go back and grab the spray paint. And we're going to spray paint on the grass. This is so when the grass is cut, the spray paint will go away. Don't spray paint on the sidewalk or the benches. It has to be on the grass. Once you've covered your paper, let it set for about 1 to 2 minutes to where the spray paint is dry to the touch. So once it's set for about 1 to 2 minutes, you can pick up your paper from the grass. Instead of taking it inside to the sink, we're going to take it to a bucket outside that's filled with water. Put it in the bucket and use your hand to rinse off the soap. The soap will disappear and the spray paint will stay. This is a lot easier than going inside to the sink to rinse it off. We'll just rinse off our papers in the bucket. Be careful, when a paper is wet, it is easily ripped. So make sure you're not ripping your paper. You can set it outside to dry in the sun for just a little bit. Put it on the pavement or the bench until it dries just a bit, and then we'll walk it inside and put it on the drying rack to dry fully for the rest of the day. Be careful, again, it does rip easily, so I can't hold this with 2 hands for this video, but please hold it with both of your hands and put it very gently on the drying rack so it doesn't rip.